You are watching ILFL Soccer Nights.
Sponsored by Mashuri এবং Hawk and Eagle.
Welcome. It's the final part of the ILFL Soccer Night show, sponsored by Meshri and Hawk and Eagle. Good evening. I did say that Nanu Mir would be here to give us his intellectual breakdown of the Veterans League, but he's not. In fact, you're just going to have us to talk about it, which is not such a bad thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the results from the games that happened last Thursday, and we'll go through them one by one, maybe, if we need to. We'll start from the top. The ILFL and Shadoliotis Veterans League, Beaumont Masters 0, Shadwell 0. We can come to that a little bit later. BYM lost 3-0 to Tower Hamlets. The London Tigers smashed Barnardo's 8-0. St Catherine's lost by the odd goal to Bromley Legends. Sire beat Luton Bury Park by 2-1. And Abahani put 5 past the West End Vets. Let's take it from the top. We started and said last week that it would be an interesting game between two heavyweights of the league, Beaumont and Shadwell, and did it fizzle out into a 0-0 draw? Was it an entertaining, hard-working 0-0 game?
At the end of the day, I think Beaumont will take the draw, considering they had a few players missing, but it was a tough game, and I think Shadwell had a few more chances, which they didn't take. Beaumont only created a few chances because of the lack of a few players, but it was a very tough game. But I think on show we'll take the point, but I think Shadwell should have won the game.
Tower Hamlets, top of the table, 3-0 will over BYM. I mean, it was BYM, but they're doing what they have to do, and they're top of the table. Can they stay there?
I think Tower Hamlets can. They've impressed everybody around them. They've got a lot of Brazilian flair. I mean, and a lot of the players are futsal players, so they're used to the small-sided, they're used to the close control. So it'll be interesting to see who can beat those top 3 teams, because 2 of them are still undefeated.
And one of those top 3 teams are London Tigers, putting 8 goals. We can probably safely say now they will be former champions. Bernardo Legends. It's not looking good for them. It
is very disappointing for Bernardo's, and Shofu manages whole season champions, unbeaten. This season they can't get a win to save their life. And Tigers, they are looking very dangerous. Since the first week, they're really hungry. So
we were looking at the table, 32 goals scored, 2 conceded out of 6 games.
They're just waiting for Tamblers to sleep, and that's it. And I think, as soon as they do, that's it. Tigers will pounce.
Bromley beating St Catherine's by 1-0. Luton going down. 2 defeats in a row. We did speak about them last week.
That's the 3rd defeat in a row now.
It's the 3rd defeat in a row. I thought it was 2. It's the wheels have come off a little bit for Luton.
Yeah, I think they were under the misconception that there'll be home and away fixtures, so they're probably taking it slightly easy at the moment. I think when we come back, they'll stop.
They'll pick up again.
Actually, on reflection, you must give some credit to the Sire Vets. I know they haven't been getting a lot of points or winning a lot of games, but they actually tried. They actually give 100%. They've been unfortunate with a lot of results, but in true reflection, they are a good side, Sire Vets. And
they have to have been, because Luton are a good football-playing team. They play good football, despite whether they're missing 1 or 2. You still have to beat what's in front of you.
Yeah, so that's why I think Sire should get more credit, because I've seen their games. They were unfortunate, a lot of the games, losing by the odd goal here and there, but on true reflection, there are a better side. So that, to me, is not a surprise. 2-1 beating Luton Bury Park.
I think St Catherine have done well, just conceding 1 to Bromley Legends. I think on reflection, you would have thought 3 or 4-0 perhaps, but I think some credit needs to go to St Catherine for improving and just conceding the odd goal there.
And Abahani have got to be happy. 2nd in the division. I think if you'd have said to them before the league started, you'll be 2nd by Christmas, they would have taken that.
They would have taken that with both hands. That's right. I mean, they're a decent team. What they have is they have pace and they have strength. They defend, and then they just break, and teams can't cope with that. They've scored most of the goals on the break.
I think the main man is Kamal. Kamal, he stays at the back. Yeah. He actually controls the back. He's very powerful, very strong, and they don't concede many goals and they don't score many goals, but he really makes a difference at the back, Kamal. So credit should go to Kamal for Abahani.
Well, let's take a look at the table for the Vets League, so you can see where you are. Tower Hamlets, well done to you. Merry Christmas. You are top of the table for 2013, 16 points from 6 games. But you've got Aberhani, London Tigers behind you, 1 slip up from you, and like we said, Tigers could pounce. And then we've been looking at it, and maybe Shadwell, Beaumont and Luton are the teams that could probably spoil it on the odd occasion for the teams up top, but it is looking like it's between those 3 teams at the top. And poor old West End, come on West End, all right? Now, glad tidings for you in the new year. You're going to be my little pet team. See if you can win 1 game. 1 game is all I'm looking for you next year. 6 games, no wins. But you know what? They've only conceded 25 goals, considering the Tigers have put 32 past against all teams in 6. So Vets have West End have only conceded 25, so they're not getting battered week in,
I don't think Tigers have played West End yet.
Okay, you know what? Cameron said that. I was trying to not to burst your bubble there, West End. But there we go. What are we looking forward to in the new year with the Vets League then? I mean, last year it was Bernardos, and it was all about who's going to beat Bernardos. Can they hang on to their unbeaten status? This year now we're looking at who's going to win. I know you've hung your hat on Tower Hamlets.
What's happened this year is obviously people have learned from last season. And a lot of the teams have, I mean, Barney, classic example, they got battered last year. They finished 2nd from bottom. This year, they're a completely transformed team. A lot of the teams have been educated, they've learned, and they've obviously adapted and developed to you know, be able to battle the rest of the teams. And even though Tigers, Towers are at the top, the 4th, 5th teams could still go up and win. It's very much open.
I think it's more competitive now as well, because last year a lot of the teams got their friends and people in management, they put a team in and just enjoy. This year it's about winning. It's about
competitive.
being, and they said, look, don't just get any Tom, Dick and Harry. You have to get one of the best players.
You've got to get players.
The squad itself is stronger, and there's obviously years gone by, so you've got new 35-year-olds. So you've got like last Thursday, so 5 new faces. They just recently turned 35, so it is getting more fresher, and a lot of new players coming in, and these are ex-players, not just anyone from the management or senior chairman, etc. playing. So it is very more competitive this year.
There's a long queue of 35-year-olds waiting.
There is, and I was going to talk about that in a little while. But first, I just thought I'd bring in Leytonstone here. Ibrahim, I'll speak to you, sir. I mean, Veterans League. I know it's a long way down the road for yourself, perhaps, but is that something? I mean, you hear how we're talking about it, and I know you probably don't know much about it, but you must hear us speaking about it on the show. It is just as competitive, and sometimes probably a little bit more than the Sunday football. Is that something where, if you had those level of players, those age groups, is that something that Leytonstone would get involved with?
Yeah, definitely. That's something that, like for a lot of the older generation, to show the youngers that football doesn't just have to be at a certain age, that you can continue within your later on in life. So it's good to stay fit and healthy. So I definitely feel it's a very good thing.
And we were talking in the break as well. I mean, Veterans League aside, summer football as well, the summer league that's coming up as well. These are things that you're looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking part in that.
Because before this league, we didn't know that there was anything in summer. So with us, we don't really do anything in summer. So most of the lads just go on and do their own thing. So to have a summer league is a very good thing for us, definitely for the team.
So it's a way of keeping you all together, and maybe even blooding some new players to see what they're all about, bringing in some of the youngers.
Yeah, definitely. You can bring a few new players in, see what's going on. Plus, staying healthy and fit whilst you're not playing in other leagues like throughout the September leagues and stuff. So to play in summer, it's good to, like pre-season friendlies and stuff like that, it's good to just stay within the team and stay
So what keeps Leytonstone going now, as a group, as a club? What keeps you going?
I think it's the unity for the players. Like I don't feel it's a club, it's more of a family. Like we play for each other. It's not for you've come and turned up for a Saturday game or Sunday game. It's you've come, played with friends, everyone enjoys the game, you play for each other, and it's all about getting together and playing together, playing for each other.
So are you all E11, E10 boys?
No, we did originally start off all within Leytonstone, but as the team got bigger and we started winning a lot more, a lot of other people got in, so it's like it's a borough thing. There's a lot of players from everywhere in the borough, like Forest Gate, East Ham, Waltham Forest, it's everywhere really.
Okay, so it's a great big thing that's going on. So we can expect to see big things from Leytonstone.
Yeah, definitely.
In the future.
Man. Hopefully within the future, definitely big thing.
It's nice to have you guys in to talk about it. For now, thanks very much, and good luck with Leytonstone for the season. It's nice to see fresh faces and fresh teams coming in and making an interesting mix to the whole thing, all right? And we hope that we can see more from you this season. Guys, we're down to our last minute or so, so let's just have some final thoughts about the season. Let's make some big and bold predictions. I know Cameron surprisingly has stuck his neck out a little bit already today, saying that London Tigers for the Prem. Is that how you see it, Rush?
Unfortunately, yes, 90% I'm there. London Tigers going to win it, but the Division 1 is going to be tight. And I know Leytonstone are here, but I still think West End will win it and Leytonstone will come second. Tamlet's big question mark. A lot of the players seem to be missing on a lot of big games, especially last Sunday. But I think West End with the game in hand will just go on top and they'll maintain the league.
I've not seen Tower Hamlets play. I know who they are and I know who plays in and amongst Tower Hamlets, so you know, jury's out with me on that. I saw Leytonstone play a couple of seasons ago, to be fair, but I know what they're all about.
They're a good side.
I saw West End play yesterday, and for me, West End don't look like a team that can win the division. All right.
I think that's an off day. I saw them play.
Maybe it was an off day, and maybe it was an off day.
I saw them play Leinster in the Cup, and it was a very close game last 12 minutes.
I don't doubt they look like a team that has great potential. But
just before you go, if you've got enough time, just to let all the viewers know, next week is a special show. I don't know if you're going to mention it.
It is indeed. You're going to mention it right now, right?
And we have the Vets League Cup draw. We have the ILFL League Cup draw. And also the Interleague Champions Cup draw. And we'll also be having a lot of guests coming in, and there'll be a few more details and further details regarding Summer League, the Super Cup, the Legends Cup, and also the UK Bangladesh Championship. So tune in next week for a special show.
There you go. So Rush said everything that I was going to do in the last 20 seconds, but he brought it forward, but that's quite all right. First Division, for you, it was going to be?
I think it's because there's 12 teams, it's difficult to call it now. If you recall to last season, SCTA was 7 to 9 points behind Shadwell B. They've obviously caught up and won the league. So even St Catherine's, who are now 7 points behind, if they start winning and the other teams start dropping points, they can still win as well. So it's a difficult one, that.
Playing safe.
It's a difficult one. Leytonstone, my money's with you guys. Listen, whatever you guys do out there, do it safely. Stay safe in the weather. Enjoy the festive holidays, and I hope 2014 is a better year for you than 2013 was, sporting-wise, of course. We're out of time. We've got to go for now, but as we've heard from Rashid, we've got a big show coming up next week, so stick around. Make sure you're here to watch that. It will be the final show of 2013, but for now, from all of us here on the stage and everybody behind the window, it's good night from us. Good night.